pretty special players. Starting right here in the front row, Gina, and then there's one also on the left here. Oh, Jeremy Warner on inquire. Brad, you said yesterday to ask you, what does it mean to get this monkey off the back, program, and get to the Sweet 16 and get to the next thing? Well, it's never been on my back. You guys have made that. These guys don't know anything about any of that. And I treat every team independently. I think for the program's sake, it's mind-blowing to me. And I think there's frustration that we had a 1 seed and got upset this very game. But this program's elite. And to not be there in 18 or 19 years, to me, that's more mind-numbing. We had tough draws and a couple injuries, and you get beat. And that's the beauty of March Madness. But it feels good to be advancing with this group. I've said all along, it's one of my favorite teams to coach, if not the favorite. So, yeah, on to Boston. Yeah, Abby.
Abby Schnabel, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Coach Underwood, I noticed you had a moment with Keith Gamrot at the end of the game where you stopped and chatted with him. I was wondering if you'd be willing to let us in what you said to him and just what that moment was.
I've known Keith for a long time and clinics with him. So much respect for him as a coach, so much respect for his accomplishments, what he's done. He's always found winning. Winning is really, really hard to do. No matter the stops along the way, whether at high school level, whether in Akron, and then obviously here at Duquesne. Coaching is a pretty small fraternity, and really, really good guy. And you pull for the good guys, and for him to be able to go out and do it on his terms and have this run is pretty special. Right here in front, gentlemen.
This question is for Brad. This is a Brad Antique Citizen Sports. Brad, the team got on to a really hot start. What was just the message to the team in this game today?
We talked about it. These guys made it a point. It wasn't very much fun being down 9-0 in a minute and a half. I'm to the point where anymore I don't have to see them. These guys are grown men. And they care. And sometimes they care too much. But they made a point too. We talked about it. We had to get off to a better start. We couldn't let this team get some confidence coming off the BYU game, and we needed to make it safe.
Left side, gentlemen.
Steve Greenberg, Chicago Sun-Times. I'd like to hear from Brad and Coleman on this. When do seeds go out the window? Number 3, you're going to play a higher seed next for the right to play potentially the highest seed after that. Do these seeds matter anymore?
No. Coleman, you're first, please.
I feel like the seeds don't matter as soon as the ball is tipped in that first round. I feel like that's evident every year. I feel like as soon as the ball is tipped, anybody can beat anybody. Whatever team plays the hardest. And it's an imperfect game, and to try to base it off seeds is kind of bizarre. Because there's so many great players that play in the tournament, so many great teams, and all of them are chasing that one common goal, and everyone's going to compete extra hard. So I feel like the seeding's out the window in that first round. And it's game on.
I agree with that. I've been a 14-1. I've been a 12-1. I've been a 1 and lost. I think it's more about how you're playing. I think it's about the matchup. I think it's so many little factors that go involved. I think it's what makes this March Madness so unique. Is we've now seen 16s beat 1s in this thing. So our task is we've got in front of us a team that was seated higher than us. Okay, we've played in the Big Ten. We've played some of the very best teams that the basketball has to offer. We've played a great schedule. We've been on the road. So that's what you do all those things for, is to prepare yourselves for these moments.
Hold on a sec. Steve, do you have another comment to that?
Let's go back to him, and then we'll go to the front.
So do you guys feel like underdogs now, going against the two? I mean, according to the bracket, that's how people look at it. Do you feel like that?
With we'll go Marcus and Brad this time.
I mean, every time we step on the court, I don't ever feel like an underdog. No matter who we're playing, I think with this group of guys, we can always go out and beat anyone in the country. So, I mean, I'm really not looking at the seeds. I'm looking at Iowa State, who they have, and how we're going to win.
Every game's in it's when you got a group that's veteran, when you got a group that's old, they know each other, they know how to play. I don't ever go in. I go in with a feeling of respect for the opponent and how good they are and what they do, but I never go in with the mindset that we got no chance. Maybe if we were playing the Celtics or somebody in Boston, I might feel a little different, but we've shown we can play with the best. We're under 4 minutes to go. We have 4 questions up. There's 1, 2, 3 in the back, and Abby, 4. Go.
So this point trying to be Coleman up. So he's been a foundational piece for the program. Just kind of walk us through just how you're feeling in this moment.
Part of me wants to get really excited. Part of me just wants to keep the job's not finished mindset. So it's just kind of in between right now. I'm really happy for everything we've accomplished this year. But to sit here and say I'm happy with making the Sweet 16 is not what I want to say. I want to be happy with winning a national championship. So, I'm aware of the history because it kind of gets thrown in our face a little bit. But, I think the goal now is to really go out and do it and become national championships because that's why we're here.
So. Here, thank you. This is for Marcus and Coleman. You guys have won 6 straight games now in the postseason. How do you feel going into Boston about your team, and what gives you confidence that you can compete for a national championship? Marcus, you're first, please.
I feel good about our team. I think we're hitting our stride and turning in the right direction. You guys want to start playing defensive basketball come March, and I think we're doing that. So, I feel confident. Iowa State's a really good team, so we got to play our best to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really confident in this team because I feel like there's still something missing that we haven't reached yet. I think there's a whole nother level of intensity that we can play with, both offensively and defensively. I feel like there's moments where guys got to step up and knock down shots, and that's on me. And there's moments where we got to step up and lock in on defense and limit defensive mistakes. So I'm really confident in this team because, like I said, I feel like we got a whole level we can tap into for sure.
In the back, gentlemen.
I'd love to hear from both the coach and Marcus, if possible, here for Coach. A lot of people say this is a garbage tournament. So just how important is it to have Marcus, being the engine of this offense, and was that the point of emphasis to go out and get a guy like him in the offseason? And then for Marcus, just how much pride do you take in making this offense go?
Yeah, I think that we had a lot of ideas when we recruited Marcus. We knew how good a player he was. And between Marcus and Ty, Nico Moretti, I've said all along, I felt like our point guard position was in great hands. And Cole was just an unbelievable luxury. He's a 5-man who can really handle and relieve pressure. So it wasn't about having that position. It was about being able to put guys in position to take advantage of mismatches and put them in positions to be successful. And Marcus's basketball IQ, Ty's basketball IQ, Coleman's basketball IQ, those allow us to be able to get away with, quote unquote, if you guys want to label it, the non-traditional point guard. He's as much a point guard as anybody that's in this field. And the triple-double last game proved that.
Can you remind me what my question was?
Just how much pride you take in making this offense one of the best offenses in the country go?
Yeah, I don't really consider myself like the engine of the offense. I think that's what you said. When you play along guys like Coleman and Terrence, the list goes on and on. We just get the ball the way we want to get it to. Some days that's me, some days that's Cole, some days that's TJ. It's just we're just out there playing basketball, really. And I think coach has done a really good job of just getting the ball to where it needs to and allowing us to use our strengths. And I think that's why our offense is so successful because everyone uses their strengths really well.
Final question right here, Abby.
Marcus and Coleman, I'm curious to know what you guys think you did so well against David Grant. In the 7 points, not a lot of players this season have been able to do that.
Coleman first, please.
I think it was our physicality as well as forcing tough twos. We try to keep everything 2-on-2. We try to war over ball screens and to see our guards, Marcus, Ty, everybody, take a crack at him. Terrence, everybody. It was exciting to see because obviously we made it tough. And just limiting threes, crawling up in the space rather than letting them create with the ball and create his own shots. I think we did a good job of just forcing tough twos and seeing what we do.
Yeah, I think just our size and physicality is something that they probably haven't seen before. Between TJ and Todd, that duo on the ball, just the whole game guarding you, it wears on you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Best of luck next weekend.